up, everyone? It is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and my Unearthly Cosmetics Vitality palette showed up today, so I figured we'd go ahead and take a look at it. I also got the the Cosmic Brushes Serenity palette. It showed up today as well. Only palette I'm missing now is my what's that brand? My Glaminatrix Nearly Nude palette, and they already teasing the Glamorous palette. My Nearly Nude hasn't showed up yet, so hopefully it gets here soon. They said it's in the States now, it just needs to clear customs, so here's hoping. This palette feels a lot more weighted than the other ones normally do, at least to me it does. Anyway, this is what it looks like. Let me show you the inside. I'm loving the new packaging Hayden came out with for this collection. This is what it looks like on the inside. Oh yes, it's giving. Like, I'm just looking at the shimmers and I'm excited. Like this one right here, y'all know these type of shimmers have my heart. This shimmer reminds me of that shimmer that's in the Garden of Juvia's Place palette, that yellowish greenish one I told y'all about. So I'm feeling that one. A couple of these shimmers actually remind me of that palette as well. I feel like this one right here reminds me of it as well. So I'll do some swatch comparisons another day, because y'all know me, I'm not gonna do it in timely fashion. We're not even gonna pretend and lie. Oddly enough, I have the Juvia's Place Garden palette on my eyes, and I used the shade that looks like this one. Wait, no, I didn't use the shade that looks like this one. I used the two lighter ones, but that's neither here nor there. This is what it looks like on the inside. This palette mashup should already be on my Instagram. This palette is stunning. It's giving me vibes of the 777 palette from Juvia's, from Plain and Makeup by Yolanda. So we're gonna start off with that as the comparison. I think this palette retails for $49. Don't quote me, I honestly don't remember. Y'all know I just buy the palette, I don't ask questions. So no, now looking at it, this one has way more green in, like entirely too much green in there. I'm just kidding if there were too much green. But here's the 777 by Plain and Makeup by Yolanda alongside the Vitality palette. I feel like it had a few of the pops of colors that's in this one, which is why I'm showing it. Plus, I feel like this would be a good companion palette if you really like green and you like the shimmers in here. It'd be a good companion palette for you. And since Plain and Makeup by Yolanda or Pemby usually has like 50% off sales, that's how I got this one. And I did the eye look earlier this week with it. I thought it was really nice, so I felt the need to share. So here we are, sharing. Sharing is caring, I'm told. Next I have the Serenity palette from Net's Makeup Corner and Menagerie. So I figured I'd show both those side by side. Again, color stories aren't exact. To me, these are more companion palettes that I'm showing you to go with this, but they still have somewhat fun color stories, and y'all know I live for a color story from Unearthly Cosmetics, so I felt like I could show it and it would give similar vibes, if you will. Not exact, just similar. So there's that one. Next one I have is the, of course I had to show the Kayla one. I should have brought part 1 too. I forgot to. I'll try to remember to do that when I do my Instagram stories comparisons. But here's both of them side by side. I just love this palette and like to show it off a lot. So that's another reason I bought it. I was like, ooh, it's pretty, yes. So here's what they look like side by side. Lastly, I'm going to show you the Serenity brushes. The Cosmic Brushes Serenity palette, because y'all know this is my type of color story. I feel like this was going to be really similar to the one that what Michaela made, but here is it alongside the Vitality palette. So here's what both of them look like together. Again, another nice companion palette to go with this. This one's actually giving me vibes of a different palette I already have in my collection, but we'll get there when we get there. So this is what they look like side by side. So I'm gonna go off camera now. Oh, by the way, let me know if y'all want a video on this. I know I'm super late to this party, so if you don't, I totally get it. I might just do an eye look with it on Instagram and show it to you, and maybe you might get an IG tutorial or something. I haven't done one of those in forever, but you know, I might be able to bring myself out of retirement to do it, because it's something I can do at home in my kitchen. It'll be simple and easy. When I have to like do the whole setup thing is when I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I want to do it, but yeah. So I'm gonna go off camera now and do a look with this palette. I'll come back and try to remember to tell you how much it costs. You can use code FRIZZFACE, which is my girl Kara, or Beauty and the Frizz here on YouTube, or of course y'all know. What am I gonna say? We can all say it together. You can use code KHMakeup to get this palette. Use my girl Karen's code, or use my girl Kara's code, which is Beauty and the Frizz. Either one. I think I used Kara's code when I bought the Halloween bundle, so I'm pretty sure I used Karen's code for this one. I alternate with the codes, because like all the girls need the coins, so I'm trying to spread the coins around as best I can. So I used Kara's code the time coming up when I get my Halloween bundle, and I use Karen's code for this one. So use either one. The point is, girl, use code. So let me zoom you on in. Yeah, so you can get a close-up of the eye. Look, I've been using those Vanessa Marbriggs eyeliners as like a little pencil thing to go over it. So like when I turn my head or do something like that, you can see like this cool color in the crease, because I'm not that good with eyeliners to the point where I'm good at drawing all that on. So I'm like, we're gonna work with this for now till I get better. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera, give y'all a cute little eye look and come back. Okay, girl? Okay. Okay, y'all, so I brought the other palettes that I meant to talk about. I actually brought a few more than I expected to, but you know, since I had them in my collection, I figured we could show them. Y'all know how I am. I'm gonna show you 500 different alternatives. Hopefully you have one in your collection. You don't have to go out and spend more money. So this is the Vitality palette from Unearthly Cosmetics alongside the what is it, Michaela 1 palette that I told y'all I meant to bring and forgot. Then I have the Kaleidos Escape Pod palette I want to show alongside this palette. Sorry y'all, I'm trying to make palettes not fall off before. I want to try this new thing on my TikTok where I, well, you'll see it. I should make it a surprise. Next is the Escape Pod palette. So here's the Escape Pod palette alongside this one. I feel like the Escape Pod would actually be a good companion palette for this one because of the bright colors in here. I feel like the bright colors and sparkles in here are different than the ones in here, and it would make a good companion palette. So I'm gonna have to do a palette mashup with those. Y'all, I got so many palette mashups and other things I want to do, so I'm just like over here like, ugh. Jesus. Next, I have the Violet Voss X Care Bears palette alongside the Vitality palette. If you want like a smaller version of this palette, I feel like this is a good alternative to it. Now, it's not gonna have the special dual chromey looking shades that are in this palette that I thought are so gorgeous, but you could still get a somewhat similar color story. That one to the side. Next, I have the Capricorn in Unearthly Cosmetics palette put alongside this one. Again, I feel like this would be a good companion palette because you have some of the shades in here that are more vibrant, or you could use as more of detailing to go with these shades. So there's that. Another palette I want to do a palette mashup with. Then I have my Bloom palette from OPV Beauty. This palette came out a little while ago. Now I know they don't look similar to me. This is just more of one to show as a companion palette. I feel like this would be a good companion for palette for the Meet Me at Midnight palette from Lois Cosmetics as well. And then lastly, I have the Culture palette from Juvia's Place. I bought this one to compare to this one. Again, I feel like it'd be a good, another good companion palette. I feel like this could be a good companion palette for the Paletopody palette from, who do you call them? Ace Beauty as well. So I might show it side by side in this video. But there you go. Now let me zoom in and get to the eye look like I said. Okay, y'all, so this is the first eye. I looked at the palette, and when looking at it after I got off camera, it's just like little quads. So it's like I did the blue purple quad. I mainly use just the purple though, and a little bit of the blue. Next, I'm going to use the green quad, and then I'll use that quad last. And if you close off the middle part right here, I feel like it just looks like the little Huda Beauty Love Fest palette that I just used. But anyway, we're gonna focus on what's going on here. So let me put on my eyeshadow primer and let's get started. So y'all, I decided we need to do 3 looks just because, like I said, since it's a quad of each thing, we can show how each one goes, and then later on I'll just do whatever I feel like with each palette. I think I'm going to just go ahead and film the Cosmic Brushes video, and then if y'all don't want to see it, then you know, it'll probably still go up one day anyway, just because, you know, I bought it for content and just to try the brand in general. And if we like stuff from them, then I can, you know, try to be on the grind for it in the future. I plan on getting it when it first came out though, just because it's my type of color. So we all know blue, green, and purple is my thing. So I was ready to grab it. It just wasn't ready for me apparently. So I started off with this shade right here. So I use this shade on my brow bone and then a little bit of my crease. I use this on the outer V. This is what's going on in the front part of the crease, and this is what's on the lid. So I tried to keep it pretty simple and not use a whole bunch of different stuff. But I will say I noticed when using this palette, like, I don't know, I feel like the mattes are pressed really, I feel like everything in this palette is pressed really hard. I don't know if it's just me or if it's like a me thing, but I feel like the colors are pressed really hard in the pan because it was really hard for me to pick up everything I did, and it took me a while like digging with the brush into it to get it done. So maybe it's just me, but I am noticing that I feel like these are pressed hard in the pan. And I don't normally feel like I have this issue with their eyeshadow. So I noticed with some of the newer palettes that they had though, like if y'all remember, I did the Poison Apple, the original Poison Apple against the new one, and those are pressed harder too. So I don't know if sometimes they just get some pressed harder than the other ones depending on like when the palette is made. But these are pressed hard as hell in the pan. Like I'm like digging to get this color. Digging. I had to dig for the shimmers too. I'm like, unless I'm just using wrong type of brushes, maybe I need to use my animal hair instead of my synthetic, and it'll work better that way. I don't know, but I did notice that off the bat, like, this is hard pressing the pan. And this palette does retail for 50 bucks. I thought it did. I couldn't 100% remember the price, but I was pretty sure it was 50, just like the palette, I believe, from Ace Beauty. So I'm really loving the way this color story turned out. I didn't know how it's going to end up looking though. And I didn't know how I was going to do this look. Honestly, y'all, I was just like kind of winging it as I went along. I was like, I'm going to do this now. I'm going to do this now. So now we're going to take that dark purple that I showed you earlier and start on my outer V. And again, you see what I'm saying? Like, look how deep that is in the pan. But look how lightly pigmented it's going on. It's because I have to dig the hell out of this palette just to get the colors to pick up. So my son said he wanted to do laser tag with his friend. He was talking about possibly doing the trampoline thing. They want to go see Dragon Ball Z movie again. If you all didn't know from another video, I'm pretty sure I told y'all I had to go see the Dragon Ball Z movie last Friday before his birthday because he wanted to see it when it first came out. And then this Friday they want to go see it again. So I'm thinking about taking them to go see that and then seeing about laser tag. Saturday, I know they're going to the Museum of Ice Cream Saturday for sure. So I'll think about just tonight. Let them have like a sleepover type thing. They play video games. They play on the TV. I'm thinking about taking the TV out of the living room and bringing it in this room just so they have a TV to play video games on for the night. Because it's like I could sit against the wall over here since I've moved all the stuff around to make sure his friend, the pull-out couch that has a bed and it pulls out, and then I can just put the TV against the wall sitting on a table or something. So I'm thinking about doing that. We'll see. So that way they can just play the PlayStation or whatever, and I gotta go to the library and pick up a hotspot when I pick him up from school, or before I pick him up from school. So I have to go do that today. I'm like, yeah, but I'm thinking video game Friday if I can't do the laser tag, and then Saturday they get to go to the ice cream museum because my friend works there, so I got free tickets to that. And then I'm gonna take them to go see Dragon Ball Z again. I'm trying to take them to like a somewhat later show, but it's like I still gotta go to work the next day, so I'm like, I'm not trying to go too late, you know what I'm saying? This is just a clean brush. I'm dusting over everything, so that's pretty much the plan for Adriangameover's birthday weekend. His birthday was actually yesterday, and I took him out to dinner with his grandma. Now we're gonna go to the light mint bluish shade. I'm kind of wishing I had did more with some of the blues as well, but it's like, y'all know I gotta put stuff on the lower lash line too, so I can't be out. I mean, I gotta do 3 looks, and then I still got 2 other palettes to do videos on. Sorry, 3 other palettes to do videos on, so I'm like, I can't be out here just doing lower lash line work for everything. But the next look I do, I want to use my About Face pencil. I got the shade Atomic, I believe is what this is. Yeah, it was the last dark bluish tealish one they had, so I figured it would go with the green palette. I mean with the green and yellow combo that we're gonna use next. So I'm hoping my eyes don't end up getting wrong because I'm doing all these eye looks. Because it's just 3 with this palette, then I still gotta do 1 with the cosmic brushes, 1 with the palette I believe from Ace Beauty, and then I gotta turn around and do my collab video. So it's like there's about to be lots of purple used, but y'all know me, I'm totally fine with it. I use all the purple all the time. Totally fine. So I'm gonna take the brush that we used the dark shade with and dust back over this a little bit to kind of give the airbrush effect of it transitioning over, so it's not just like, you know, mint and purple. I want to have a little bit of a transition, if you will. I'll go down just a little bit more right in here too, again to make it look like it's transitioning. Yeah, that's what I was looking for right there. Okay, so that's looking good now. Now I'm going to take some glitter glue and put it on my lid. So I wish my son had told me sooner about the laser tag, because it's like, I don't know if mommy's going to be able to get the laser tag, because it's like you need to know in advance. And I asked him like a week ago, and he said he didn't know. And then he told me like the week of his birthday, like I think the Sunday, that he wanted to go to like trampoline place, and then he wanted to go to laser tag. And I'm like, dude, you didn't say any of this ahead of time. So I'm like, I didn't know that. And like you have to do these things in advance, but you know he's 13, or he just turned 13. He didn't know like I had to plan it in advance. So I'm like, if he doesn't get to do it, I'll try to find just a trampoline place that's open to let him go do that. But I'm like, next time mommy needs to know something in advance, dude, don't just be waiting till the last minute and be like, oh yeah, I want to do this. Like, you know you want to do something for your birthday, you need to tell me so I can plan it in advance. Because I have no problem paying for it and doing it. It's like I just need to know what it is. So hopefully next year when we turn 14, we can tell me in advance so I can make sure it actually happens perfectly. I found a place that's like close to my house, but I'm like, I need to see if they're gonna let us do it or not. So I'm gonna have to call them while he's at school today and see if they'll let us come in on such short notice, since he didn't tell me for this week. And I sleep in the daytime a lot of times. So the only time I would have been able to call was yesterday, and then I had to take him to dinner yesterday. So I didn't get to call then either. So it's a whole thing. Look how stunning it looks on the lid though. Like, hello. If this ain't a me look, like y'all know this is a classic me look. So I'm over here for it. Like, yes, give me the look. Yes, I'm so here for it. I want to put some more of that shade Delight on. I feel like shimmer is looking higher on this side than it is on that one. And I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Okay, that's looking good. I want to pack a little bit more shimmer on. And it was hard pressing the pan too. Like, it was crumbling after I picked it up. So I don't know what's going on with the formula of this one. I mean, I'm getting pretty gorgeous looks out of it. It's just, I want you to be aware as a consumer, if you do buy it, that, you know, it's feeling hard pressed in the pan to me. Let me just take the same shade on the lid, just pop it in the corner real cute like. I was thinking about putting some black on the lower lash line just so there'll be something down there as opposed to nothing down there like in the waterline, but we'll see. So this is your first finished eye look, girl. Y'all know I'm here for and living for it. I'm gonna go put some mascara on, do my eyeliner off camera, then I'm gonna come back and give y'all cute little green look. I'm excited about this dual chrome right here. I kind of want to use some greens, maybe pop this yellow in the inner corner and use that dual chrome on the lid because I think it's just gonna look really cool. But I kind of want to use the yellow too, so it's like I don't know exactly what I'm doing, like this yellow shimmer here. So I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but we're gonna do something. So I'll be right back. Okay, girl? Okay. Because this eye look too, I did a halo instead. So I've been liking, like, if you can't tell, putting a pastel-y type shade on my brow bone and then match my inner corner to my lid, because I did that for the last look and I'm doing it for this look as well. So that's a new thing I've like been enjoying, so I figured I'd go ahead and do it here. The last look, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it, because I want to do like the oranges and the burgundy shade and the pink. So I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate all three of the shades in, because again, this isn't the last palette I have to use today, so it's not like I can put one of them on the lower lash line and outer V and all that other stuff. So I'm gonna have to find a unique way to get this done, and I just did the halo line, so obviously I'm not gonna do it that way. So I'm interested to see myself how I do it. I'll probably do it in the traditional way I did the first eye look. You know, I feel like I did that one somewhat differently because I didn't bring the shimmer as high up as I normally do. At least in my opinion, I did. You can tell me what you think down below. It's like I wanted to start doing graphic liners and stuff, but I gotta wait till the 21 Days of Beauty sale hits, because I think the Stila eyeliners on sale then. They might be. I honestly don't know. I got my recommendations ready for that, by the way, if anyone cares. I just haven't. Where's that brush? I see, no. Did I drop it? Yeah, I'm trying to find the brush. Oh, there it is. I was trying to find the brush I had the yellow on my lid with. Yeah, so I'm gonna start off with the bright yellow shade. I'm sorry, I didn't show y'all what I used in this set. So I actually didn't end up using the shade. I wanted to use this one right here just because I didn't feel like it was gonna add any brightness to the look, and since I had used so many deep mattes, I wanted some brightness on the lid, so we ended up using this shade, this one, and this one to create this eye look. So I wanted to do more. I feel like the yellow is a little bit more pigmented than the purple was, because I feel like after I put the purple on, it kind of just evaporated and disappeared. So I don't know. This yellow doesn't feel like it's as hard pressed in the pan as the purple, so maybe it's just certain shades, I don't know, but yeah. I'm so just excited because I don't know if you follow UOMA Beauty 87 on Instagram, then you know I finally hit the 1,000 I've been talking about all this time. So trying to wait for a couple more things to come in the mail before I announce the giveaway. But since I finally hit 1,000 on Instagram, I'm doing a giveaway there. So if you're not subscribed to UOMA Beauty 87, you should be if you plan on entering of the giveaway. Because I don't plan on posting it here. I just plan on posting about me hitting 1,000, not actually posting here about the giveaway itself. So this is the only video you most likely hear me talk about it in. So if you don't follow UOMA Beauty 87 on Instagram, you should, because that's how you're gonna get entered in that giveaway. Where's that brush I had? Y'all, okay, it rolled underneath my leg as usual. So now I'm gonna take the green shade, and I just started patting that like literally directly underneath the yellow. That out. Yeah, it seems like these shades are like better than other shades. So I don't know if just some shades got hard pressed in the pan than others or what exactly is going on, but these two shades worked fine for me. But like the yellow shimmer was still hard pressed in the pan, and then the other shades I used previously, I told you they were hard pressed in the pan. So it seems like it's just like a shade by shade type basis as to what is hard pressed and what isn't. I don't know, but you know, there's that. I'm really liking the way this color is. Look at, really nice, like Kellyish cream type shade, and I'm here for it. These are some of the new brushes I had got from EK Beauty when they had their anniversary sale. So this is when the Angie Hot and Flashy A504 brush. I like little crease brushes like that to like get detail work done in my crease. So now I'm going to take that dark green at the bottom I told y'all about and start patting it. I tried to do a more rounded look on the outer V today instead of doing my cat eye like I always do, which feels weird because like I'm so used to doing that, so it's like now doing it is just so weird to me. But I was like, again, I'm trying to try something different instead of always winging it out. So that's what I ended up doing with this, and it turned out better than I thought it was going to, because I thought it was going to look weird, but it looks fine around it. I just prefer the cat eye as a general rule, so that's usually what I do. I'm going to set this toward the front because y'all know the halo goes in the front and the back, which gives it its halo shape. So I'm going to do a little bit of this towards the front of the eye as well. My only thing I hate about halo eyes, I feel like I don't put the shimmer in the middle to match perfectly on both sides, and I always feel like it looks crazy. So that's why I don't really like to do halo eyes. Y'all can tell me, does that happen to you? Like when you try to make a halo eye, you end up having this crazy inner and outer, you end up having like it not matching? Because that's my main reason for barely if ever doing halo eyes, because I feel like they don't match up in the middle and I look crazy. I'll take my glitter glue now. Into our shimmer. Look how gorgeous that is. Like, I love the color of this. I want to compare it to the Juvia's Place Gardens palette. Remember I told y'all this shade reminded me of a shade in that palette, so I'll try to remember to swatch it at the end. I make no promises. Y'all know I will forget in a heartbeat. But I might put it up on my IG stories because I need to put all my palette comparisons up there. That's why I normally put palette comparisons. For you all to remember palettes I compare to other palettes instead of having to refer back to the video. I put them in the highlights of UOMA Beauty 87's Instagram. this one's actually the same shape. So bravo to me. Okay. Okay. It was a good day today because they match it. So I'm just going back over down the edges. Just try to like blend out the harsh line of the shimmer versus the matte. What else is going on there? Looking pretty good. Let me go ahead and put that same shade now in our inner corner. Okay. I want a little bit more shim shim. Just a little bit more. Okay. Back in again. I didn't add any more product. I'm just dusting with the product that's already on there on both sides here. I'm gonna take a little bit more of the Kelly Green-ish shade and dust over the top here. I did dip back into that one. Take a clean brush and dust all over, girl. And this is your second finished eye look. We'll come back and we will finish up with this last section right here. Last eye look, I feel like I look like a fiery phoenix. Okay, so I took this shade, the pink, the orange. I put both these shimmers in the inner corner, and I finally used this shade right here because I feel like it would just bring something extra to the look, and I didn't want so much brightness on the lid because I had that dark outer V. I wanted to bring some darkness in since I had lightness toward the top, and then bring some more lightness in the inner corner. Plus, I figured y'all got tired of me matching the shades over and over again, so let's get started. So, I'm going to start off with the orange shade. So, pat that on my brow bone and like flare it out for the outer part of my eye, and then build it up, if you will. I don't know, lately I've been really feeling like doing my eyeshadow the way I'm doing it now, like from the top to the bottom. I remember when I used to do like from the bottom and then do the top last, kind of airbrush over it, but I'm liking this technique a little bit better, so I've been doing it a lot recently if y'all haven't noticed. Yeah, I still haven't seen the movie Nope, y'all. I'm so disappointed in myself, but I heard like next Friday you should be able to watch it in your house, so I'm like, I'm thinking about just waiting to do that. My mom wants to go see the Bullet Train, so I'm thinking like on Friday when my son's at school, I can go do that before he gets out, so then that way he can he doesn't have to go, because I know she wants to see it and I figure he doesn't because he's talking about it looks stupid, but I'm like, it actually looks kind of interesting to me. I'm gonna take the pink now. So I was like, I was somewhat interested in it. You haven't seen Brad Pitt do a movie in like 500 years, so I was excited about that. So I'm like, I wonder what he's been doing, just like sitting at home relaxing. Because he hasn't made a movie in a while, at least I don't think so. You can comment down below and tell me if I'm wrong. But I feel like I haven't seen Brad Pitt in a movie in a good minute. Like ever since Angelina left him, like I haven't seen him in a movie at all. So blend this cute little pink into the crease here. I just love the way the colors flow when I do my eyeshadow this way. I feel like it looks like more of a cohesive look, if you will. Maybe it's just me, but that's how I feel about it. Y'all still forgot to get up and get the palette so you could see what it looks like. I mean, not the palette, but the colors. So yeah, I'm definitely going to put it on Instagram. I'm telling y'all I'm tired. It's like 11:30. And I'm just on this first palette. I still got like 2 or 3 more to do. So I'm just like, I might not film the cosmetic brushes after all. Because I'm like, I still kind of want to go get my gas in Indiana. Because I have to take my son all these places with his friend. And I don't want to have to take them to the gas station tonight when we get back. Because they're little kids. And I figure they don't want to be bothered. So I need to go get gas while I'm out here. For all the stuff I have to go do Saturday. So I'm thinking I might not film cosmetic brushes. I'll just film the collab I need to do to get it done. And then I'll do the palette Affliate because that one's already behind and I want to get it up sometime next week. so you all can see it sometime this week. I'm thinking like toward the middle of the week. Plus, I'm waiting on my Charlotte Tilbury and concealer and powder to show up. Karen's already showed up somehow, so I guess she lives closer to the facility than I do, because I'm like, I ordered it the day it came out, like everyone else, and hers is already here. Unless she ordered it from, what is that place called? Selfridges. Like if she ordered from Selfridges, and maybe that's how hers came quicker, because I'm like, I ordered mine from Trend Move the day that she posted that it was live, because she had an exclusive code, of course, because she's Trend Move to get it. So I just ordered it from there. We just took that dark purple shade and put it on the outer V. When I do I guess sunset or warm tone looks, I like to incorporate stuff like this. It's odd though, because I really don't like orange, but lately I've been trying to like utilize it to go in looks, because I feel like it does look nice in looks. I'm just not a huge fan of orange, but y'all know I'm not usually a huge fan of warm tones, but I just had to go with the flow of what was there. But like I said, I didn't want a bright pink lid. I wanted some like uniqueness to the lid, so that's when I decided to use this shade. Plus, I've been wanting to use this shade for a while in the palette. I felt like I just needed to, so I was like, yeah, go ahead and pop this on the lid real quick and cute like. And I use a different brush, just pick it up a whole lot better. So it might just been the brush I was using for the shimmer, and that's why. Because at first I was like, oh girl, I don't know about this palette, because honey, the way it was picking up on the brush, I was not feeling it. It was making me think twice, like, ooh, I don't know. Honey, I don't know. So we're gonna blend out shimmer some more. Take a little bit more of the other shade and dust it back to dust over the shimmer to make it look more airbrush, if you will. I'm feeling it for sure. And I'm gonna take my clean brush, of course, and go over all of this. And then I'm gonna go back in with the pink shade to kind of dust over the top, because I feel like it's a little rough up there, girl. So go back to the hot pink. Yeah, I'm still debating on if I should get the Alice in Wonderland palette or not, just because I'm feeling like $60 is a lot for a Sigma palette. I don't know though. Y'all can tell me what you think. I'm like, because I remember paying $49 for the Cinderella one. I swear I did. And like now we went and it said $59. And I was like, whoa. I feel like y'all don't watch a lot of my Sigma content. So although I really love Sigma, it's like I have to look at it from a content standpoint too. And it's like, if y'all not really watching, like that $60 I can use about something I know you can watch. Like I know you can watch this Unearthly Cosmetics video. So it's like putting in $50 for this, I knew it was gonna be a good investment, because I knew you were gonna watch it. Like with that, to me that's like a hit or miss, and $60 for a hit or miss, I don't know if I can pay that price. But yeah, so let's go into our inner corner shades now. The shade I have is Deluxe. That's the first deeper tone toward the bottom underneath the hot pink shade I showed you. So I started off with that one just to see how it's gonna look, and it looks fine, but I wanted a little bit more brightness, as you can see, so that's when I went with the shade, the other pink shade, to kind of brighten it up a bit, because I was like, this isn't giving enough of what I need. And that's how we got the pops that you see going on here. So we are done with this palette. Let me back you on up a little bit, girl, so we can talk. Okay, so with this palette, I love the color story. I love all the looks I did. I feel like they all look amazing. I'm just feeling like there's inconsistencies when it comes to the mattes and the shimmers as far as the way they're pressed. Like, y'all saw some of them pressed harder than others. When you saw me put the pigment on when it came to this one, it didn't give off that much pigment. When you saw me get the pigment for this one, it didn't give off this much pigment. Whereas with this one and this one, I felt like it gave off good pigment. So I feel like across the board, it's like some shades that give off better pigmentation than others, and some that work better than others. So just keep that in mind when you look at this palette. I got beautiful looks and it did a good job. It's just this isn't going to be an easy palette to work with. I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a temperamental palette, at least in my personal opinion, and what I just experienced and you watched. So I'm gonna leave it up to you if you want to get it or not. That's where I'm gonna put it with this one. I like the color story. I like the looks I came up with, but just keep in mind it's not gonna be the easiest palette to work with. That's all. That's just it. So those are my thoughts on this palette. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.